Hi, I'm Simon. I'm the founder and CEO of Glance Creative. My background is in technology for many years, too many years. I'll be showing my age if I say how many years. But I used to be a software developer and then kind of gradually moved higher up the ranks over the past 20 odd years. And now this is one of the agencies that I run. And this is Ariana.
Yes, I'm Ariana. I'm the UX strategist here. My background is in communications, brief stint in journalism, but mainly in marketing. I also have an academic background in psychology, and I've been a designer for the past 3 years.
So, interesting question. I would say that I used to say that mobile was quite a new thing, and it's not a new thing anymore. It's been around for a long time. However, there is still a widespread misunderstanding of how complex things are to create. You know, there's this notion, and I've had it several times with clients coming in, where they say, well, why is it so complex? It's just running on this tiny little screen. In reality, it's no different than building a big enterprise piece of software. It's just running on a different device, a much smaller device. And actually, in some respects, that makes it harder because we've got certain performance constraints that that have to apply. So there's a lot of work involved. It's technically very complex, and that doesn't even cover the kind of usability side of things.
Yes, absolutely. I was just about to say that I think that while there's also technical constraints, the screen real estate you have to work with is one of the biggest challenges in mobile app development, because you're sort of limited to this quite tiny area where you need to essentially feature a lot of different things and make things accessible to people. There's also the issue of the fact that there's no real standard in terms of sort of device sizes, so you're working with many different proportions, you're working with a lot of variability in performance. Yep. You're also, to a certain extent, you have to think about the fact that there's a specific sort of dynamic that goes into using a sort of handheld touch screen that you don't have. And that's also, like, while that's also a challenge, it's also one of the opportunities. There are things you can do with a mobile device in relations to touch, in relation to sort of time space, in relation to motion, that you cannot do with, for example, a desktop. So it's equally a challenge, but it's also an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And then from a commercial perspective, I would say that the real difficulty is for us as an agency is, Apple and Google have made it so easy for anybody to pick this technology up and start to create. There's a very big divide between being able to put something very, very basic together and actually really understanding users and building a product that truly solves a problem and is worthy of awards and things like that, and trying to get people to understand that there's a big difference between achieving a result and actually just putting a product out there. Very easy to put something out there and get it wrong. Very difficult to get very good feedback from people, good attention from the public, awards, reviews, things like that. That's incredibly difficult to do, whilst at the same time being very easy to kind of start with. So that getting people to understand that kind of big cross section is sometimes quite a challenge for us.